Hi everyone, my name is Xiongman Chen from Communication and Media major. Today, I would like to give a presentation about a Chinese VR company which is called PICO and it's recently launched a product, VR headset PICO 4. First part is the introduction about PICO. Founded in March 2015, PICO is a leading VR company committed to building an integrated XR platform that inspires the community and empowers developers, creators, and businesses. Embracing a brand mission that bridges connections, enriches life, and releases infinity, Pickle has the ability of independent innovation and R&D capabilities and focuses on VR all-in-one technology. Pickle launched its first VR product, Pickle One, in the same year it was established, announcing its entry into the VR product field. In 2016, while other competitive brands such as Oculus, HTC, and Sony released their first consumer products focusing on PC VR, Pico targeted mobile VR as their R&D main goal. Fortunately, they released the world's first all-in-one VR product, which did not become the mainstream form of VR terminals until the release of Oculus Go by Meta in 2018. 3 years later in 2021, Pico was merged into ByteDance, which is TikTok corporate parent. They also changed their logo in order to better adapt to the global market, competing with other strong competitors. Then I would like to analyze their case from the marketing mix perspectives. In less than 8 years, from 2015 to 2022, Pico has become one of the most sought-after VR brands in the global market, owning the latest and most advanced hardware configurations as well as independently developed core technologies. As a young and energetic technology company, Pico insists on its brand belief and concept and is always the first to take the plunge every time they release a new product, aligning with the spirit of ByteDance. As one of the major selling points, Pico 4 can restore a colorful, realistic 3D environment in real time. And before that, the Oculus Quest series of a see-through function is only black and white images. Pico 4 uses the pancake optimal solution. The thinnest point is only 55.8 millimeters, while the body weight is only 295 grams, and the diagonal measurement of the market angle is 105 degrees, in addition to a 4K high-resolution screen. Besides, the screen refresh rate reached 90 Hz, effectively increasing the user's field of view and reducing the user's sense of vertigo. Except for hardware techniques, the content of VR headset products may be the one consumers are concerned about the most, which there are many four worlds Pickle focuses on, which are home, fitness, videos, games, and social in the environment of their VR world. Pickle cooperates with well-known companies like Disney and Sony, providing for consumers with a wealth of 3D and VR film and television resources. It also co-branded with the popular young fitness brand SuperMonkey and with a virtual idol group ASO, which has also become one of its marketing strategies to attract their consumers as well as potential consumers. Well, ASO will hold a VR concert on November the 6th, 2022, cooperating with Pickle for the first time. Before the concert is held, an offline pop-up store campaign has been held. It might be a surprise to those who like reading science fiction because Pickle just announced their future cooperation with the Three Body Problems, which is a well-known science fiction among young generations around the world. It is clear that Pickle is trying to expand their contents in order to win more customers in the fierce competition with the Meta Quest 2. While talking about the price and the place, Pico 4 has a lower price than Meta Quest 2, which allows more people to buy an affordable VR headset. It is available in 13 European countries, Japan and Korea, as well as in China. However, they are not available in US yet. It was a big hit that they won more than 3 million people watching the launch of PICO 4. Several different versions of the promotional video on global platforms have been previewed well in advance of their new launch. Take the Chinese market as an example. They have partnered with three young public figures who represent the field of music, sports, and technology, respectively, for promoting Pickle 4 among youngsters. Lia Dou, a young Chinese singer, is one of the three brand ambassadors representing the music field of the headset. As as a table tennis world champion, Sun Yingsha appeals to young people who enjoy home fitness and sports. The He Tongxue, who is one of the most popular influencers on Bilibili, known as Chinese YouTube, is on behalf of Pickle's technical strengths. On YouTube, you can also see a large number of test videos for Pico 4. Although the positive and negative comments are mixed, it must be admitted that this has greatly increased the exposure of their products. Well, in addition to its efforts in the consumer market, PICO also continues to plow deep in commercial scenarios such as education, healthcare, and corporate training, providing diversified VR solutions for global enterprise users and becoming the choice of more than 4,000 corporate users worldwide. In the field of education, PICO has conducted in-depth cooperation with a number of enterprises around the world, among which the Survival Swimming Education Institution in South Korea and Jolly Good in Japan are important partners of PICO in the field of VR education. With the help of PICO Business, they are able to provide a more immersive and efficient teaching in the field of safety education and medical education, increasing students' motivation and learning incentives. This new experience of education allows students to learn knowledge in a more interesting and immersive scenario, significantly improving teaching and learning outcomes. Then I would like to talk about the pros and cons of its marketing strategies. On the one hand, Pico has had excellent technique exploration. They offer consumers an affordable price that is lower than Meta Quest 2. They also have broadened their markets to the global markets, and effective promotion as well as propaganda so far has made Pico successfully being exposure to much more consumers around the world. On the other hand, they need to add more apps to their Pickle store. According to the current criticisms of their lack of apps, then they need to widen their market to the North American markets. Also, they have to consider the effectiveness of using techniques in the education field. For example, using Pickle's VR headset products in the fitness field is a new experience and a more intuitive way for participants. However, it is difficult to give accurate guidance to consumers due to the body is not the same. At the same time, a fitness experience with the help of a real human trainer is better able to correct the learner's motion in a timely manner, which is something that a VR headset cannot bring. Last but not least, here are my suggestions and conclusions. It is clear that Pickle has had more than enough bias in terms of the high demand at launch. However, praises and critics sprang up at the same time after buyers consumed the product. On the one hand, due to Pickle's professional, original, bold, and mature R&D, MetaQuest 2 has to admit defeat in terms of technical specs. Like, Pico has been exploring infinity and initiating to have a goal in the VR headset market, which is also one of the most important and charming spirits, attracting loyal consumers and potential buyers. On the one hand, far more high qualified and creative content, including games, videos, and apps, need to be provided for users based on consumers' demands. Even though the price is affordable, Consumers are not willing to spend extra money on experiencing content services. Pickle has been criticized due to its lack of apps, so it turns out to be critical to explore its own features and characteristics rather than being mediocrity. Their products should also be considered for the North American market at the same time. Although the bo- the order volume was very high when the product was first released, the number of consumers ordering the product has stopped increasing significantly over time. Pico is committed to making themselves and their products more international in order to win a wider international consumer market. Their changes and efforts have proven to be effective. It just seems that they have more to explore to achieve their ambitions in the local Chinese market where they were founded. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching.